The back store smelled unpleasant, like food left too long in the heat. Cold rice, fried chicken bones, and old stew created a heavy odor. The weak yellow cleaning light hung dimly from the ceiling. The floor remained wet and slippery from recent mopping. That was where Adam discovered her without warning. Madame Evelyn did not realize he stood watching quietly. The old woman knelt on the floor before the large black trash bin. Her uniform appeared dirty and stained from the day's work. Her grey hair hung loose and rough, tangled from distress. She shook slightly, like someone terrified of discovery. Her eyes filled with tears as she chewed slowly. "No, this cannot be happening in my building," he thought. "This is my restaurant and my dedicated staff." "Madame Evelyn," he called softly but firmly. Her face transformed instantly with wide-eyed terror. "Sir, please," she pleaded in a tiny voice. She clasped her hands together like a desperate child. Adam stood frozen, unable to speak immediately. This woman is 67 years old, he realized. Something deep inside him weakened profoundly. "Stand up, please," he said gently and softly. Adam knelt. Billionaire CEO of Eden Royal Group, the finest dining restaurant in Victoria Island, Lagos, knelt on the wet store floor before his janitor. Tears streamed down his face openly. "Don't do this to yourself," he said. His voice shook with deep emotion. "Please stand up now. You have done nothing wrong here." She looked up slowly, utterly confused. She breathed rapidly in shock. "Sir, you did nothing wrong," Adam repeated. "I am the one who should apologize deeply." Her lips trembled as she listened. She could not comprehend his words. Adam took her cold hand to help her rise. Her hand felt too cold and frail. That moment changed everything forever. 9 hours earlier, the restaurant buzzed with life. Eden Royale featured high glass walls and marble floors. Gold lights glowed warmly throughout the space. White tablecloths covered elegant tables. Wine shelves lined walls from floor to ceiling. Soft piano music played gently in the background. Rich men often proposed to girlfriends here. Instagram influencers posted photos captioned "Soft Life Only." But Adam had not always been wealthy. People only saw his current success. They admired his designer suits and confidence. They noticed his black G-Wagon parked outside. They heard chefs greet him respectfully. "Good evening, sir," they always said. They never saw his childhood struggles. Adam lost both parents at age 13. A kind church kitchen worker sheltered him. He slept in a small storeroom secretly. She fed him leftover bread and fish stew. This happened quietly at night, the kind that makes standing difficult. That night, the dining hall had closed. The last couple departed happily. All guests had left the premises. Most workers had signed out already. Only kitchen staff remained for cleanup. Security and one janitor stayed behind. She arrived before sunrise daily. She swept outside tiles meticulously. She cleaned toilets without complaints. She greeted everyone warmly. "Good morning, my child," she said. She never took staff takeaway food. Others collected small portions nightly. No one minded or complained. Adam even permitted this practice. But she always refused politely. "No, I am fine." She smiled. Then she continued, mopping diligently. Staff thought she was simply shy. They never knew she starved daily. Adam almost left without returning inside. He told his driver to warm the car. He held his keys ready. He could have driven home easily, but something urged him to check. Check the back store, intuition said. He followed the feeling quietly. That decision led him to her. She knelt by the bin, eating scraps. She begged on her knees desperately. Back in the store now, Adam held her hand. "Ma," he said softly and carefully. "Talk to me honestly. Please tell me everything." Her face crumpled with pent-up pain. The heavy secret finally overwhelmed her. "My son is dead," she whispered. Adam swallowed hard hearing this. She took a shaky breath. Each word burned her deeply. "My only child, my precious boy. He trained as a doctor proudly." Her lips shook uncontrollably. "He called me every single night." "Mama, don't worry," he promised. "I will lift you from hardship. I will buy you a small place. You will rest peacefully forever." He traveled to visit 5 years ago. The bus crashed tragically before Benin. He did not survive the accident. Her voice cracked with grief. Adam felt his jaw tighten painfully. "I could not pay rent afterward. Neighbors accused me of witchcraft. They said I killed my son. They informed my landlord cruelly. He evicted me from the compound." Adam closed his eyes tightly. "I sleep under the bridge now. They smoke and cause trouble. I clutch my bag tightly, sleeping. Thieves, could steal everything. I sought work to restart. Maybe salary allows small food. Perhaps a tiny room soon. She wiped her face roughly. Her hands still shook badly. Sir, today I felt very weak. I hadn't eaten since yesterday. Cleaning toilets made me dizzy. I saw flashing lights everywhere. I refused to steal kitchen food, so I checked the bin. Hopefully, maybe chicken bones remained. Please don't sack me now. I promise no more weakness. Adam's throat burned intensely. He felt genuine physical pain. He held both her hands firmly. Listen carefully to me. His voice lacked steadiness. Nobody is sacking you. Nobody will punish you. You failed no one here. I failed you. Completely. Her eyes lifted in disbelief. She struggled to process this. Adam breathed heavily, speaking. You will never sleep under bridges. You are coming with me. Do you understand clearly? You are coming home tonight. She stared as if joking. Sir, what do you mean home? My home, Adam confirmed. You are no longer janitor. She shook her head, confused. I truly don't understand. Adam swallowed and wiped tears. He spoke words making air sacred. You are my mother now. Silence fell completely. Even fridge hum seemed quiet. She covered mouth with hands. Tears poured down rapidly. They dripped from chin to floor. Sir, please don't mock me. I'm not playing games, Adam said. I grew up without parents. I know deep loneliness. I will never allow this. Never in my building. He stood and helped her. He wrapped arm around her, like a caring son would. Come, we're leaving now. A junior chef opened door. Suya stands lined the streets with smoky grills sizzling loudly. Danfo buses shouted destinations through open windows persistently. The chaotic Lagos night did not feel entirely real. Adam sat beside her quietly in the luxurious G-Wagon. His eyes remained fixed steadily on the road ahead. He ignored thoughts of work, profit, or pending contracts. His mind replayed the heartbreaking storeroom scene. He saw her holding trash food with tear-filled eyes. He heard her painful words echoing repeatedly. I sleep under the bridge, she had confessed. That sentence carved deep pain into his heart. He glanced at her again with gentle concern. She appeared old and tired, yet carried grace. Her calm dignity refused to fade completely. Madame Evelyn, he began speaking softly. She turned quickly, fear flashing in her eyes. She worried he might change his decision suddenly. He offered a faint, reassuring smile. You can rest peacefully now, he said gently. No one will ever call you witch again. Her lips quivered visibly with emotion. Sir, those words sound incredibly sweet. Nobody has spoken kindly to me in years. She turned her face away toward the window. Adam noticed quiet tears sliding down her cheeks. They arrived at his mansion in Ikoyi near midnight. The gates opened slowly with automatic precision. Security men saluted but looked visibly confused. Their boss emerged with an elderly janitor. Adam provided no immediate explanations. He instructed them to prepare the guest room. The room beside his own needed readiness. He walked her inside personally past marble floors. Chandeliers sparkled brightly overhead. Glass stairs gleamed under soft lighting. Madame Evelyn paused several times in awe. She whispered softly to herself repeatedly, God, what kind of place is this? They entered the beautifully prepared guest room. Her breath caught sharply in surprise. It surpassed any house she had known. Cream curtains framed large windows elegantly. White sheets covered the comfortable bed. A fresh flower vase sat by the window. She stood frozen in quiet disbelief. From today onward, Adam said quietly, this becomes your personal room. You will rest here and live here. Her mouth opened wide in shock. Sir, I truly don't deserve this kindness. Adam smiled warmly at her words. You deserve far more than this. Mama, please stop calling me sir now. Call me Adam or my son. She covered her mouth with both hands. She whispered softly, my son. Tears rolled freely down her face again. The next morning, Eden Royale's staff received memos. Subject line, declared Madame Evelyn family member. They must treat her with full respect. Some staff read it and smiled genuinely. Others whispered curiously behind closed doors. A billionaire suddenly claims a janitor mother. One waitress scoffed dismissively in private. That woman cannot even afford soap. How can she become his mother? The security guard warned her sharply. Keep quiet or risk losing your job. Gossip spreads faster than truth in Lagos. By afternoon, neighboring restaurants discussed it. That billionaire from Eden Royale carried cleaner home. Adam remained completely unbothered by rumors. He focused on learning her painful past. That evening, Madame Evelyn sat comfortably. She wore a clean floral gown, freshly bought. She looked refreshed after proper rest. Her eyes still carried deep, lingering sadness. Adam joined her, holding 2 teacups. "I ordered pepper soup for you," he smiled. She chuckled softly with gentle surprise. "Ah, my son, you want to spoil me?" He smiled warmly in response. "You truly deserve every bit. But please, tell me something important." She nodded quietly, ready to share. "Those people calling you witch, who were they?" Her smile faded slowly with memory. "My former neighbors," she explained softly. "They attended my son's burial ceremony. They claimed I ate him spiritually. I was jealous of his success. One woman demanded public confession, or thunder would strike me down." Her voice grew shaky, recalling pain. "I stopped attending church services. People stared accusingly every Sunday. The pastor suggested special deliverance. I isolated myself completely. Afterward, then landlord evicted me cruelly." Adam clenched fists tightly in anger. "That's pure wickedness and cruelty." Madame Evelyn sighed deeply. "I cried until tears completely finished. Then I prayed to God silently. One day someone will see my humanity." She looked up, smiling faintly. "And he sent you to me." Adam felt throat tighten emotionally. "No," he whispered softly. "Perhaps he sent you to teach kindness." Days quickly turned into peaceful weeks. Evelyn integrated naturally into the household. She prayed for Adam every morning. She cooked light soup on weekends. She watered balcony plants gently. Neighbors noticed the elderly woman regularly. Some whispered curiously or laughed mockingly. One claimed she controlled his success. Adam heard rumors but smiled calmly. "If loving her is witchcraft," he said, "then I choose to remain bewitched forever." 2 months later, unexpected news arrived. Adam's company struggled with government contract. The deal covered catering and hotel supplies. It spanned Abuja and Port Harcourt, worth hundreds of millions in value. Adam rushed home excitedly that night. He found Evelyn reading her Bible. "Mama, you won't believe this news." He shared details with overflowing joy. She listened calmly, then smiled surely. "My son," she said gently, "God rewards those showing true mercy. You fed more than just me. You entertained an angel unaware." Adam laughed, shaking his head lightly. "Mama, you credit God too much." She smiled deeper with quiet wisdom. "Let them talk freely now," she whispered back, smiling softly. Lights dimmed and mansion grew silent. A brewing storm gathered strength. It would test love, loyalty, and faith. When it struck, hearts would break unexpectedly. Morning sunlight poured through tall windows. Gospel music played softly from speakers. She arranged red hibiscus in vase. 4 months passed since store night. She once ate trash, now walked dignified. Staff called her Mama Evelyn warmly. Customers noticed her uplifting smile. Adam still felt deep loneliness. He owned wealth, cars, mansion, fame. Silence greeted him most evenings. Seeing her read Bible brought smiles. Emptiness returned when she slept. One afternoon changed everything dramatically. Business luncheon occurred at Zenith Bank. Adam finalized catering partnership deal. Room filled with executives in suits. Elegant women wore pencil skirts. Benita entered gracefully mid-meeting, mid-20s, tall, dark, kind-eyed banker. Her warm smile resembled gentle sunrise. She introduced herself politely. "Good afternoon, Mr. Adam. I'm Benita Okafor, assistant manager." Adam shook her hand, feeling spark. Time seemed to slow momentarily. Her hand felt soft, yet confident. They talked hours about dreams, pain. She shared losing father at 16. He listened silently, understanding grief. He revealed his orphan background. She touched his hand gently. "You possess a kind soul. The world needs more like you." That touch lingered in memory. By 3rd week, he brought her home. Benita entered mansion politely. She noticed elderly woman arranging fruit. "Good evening, Ma," she greeted warmly. Madame Evelyn turned, smiling back. "Good evening, my daughter. You must be Benita. My son mentions you often." Adam blinked, surprised. "Mama." Benita laughed, cheeks reddening. "He does." Evelyn nodded proudly. "I recognized your influence immediately. This explains his recent smiles." They laughed together comfortably. Bonding began naturally from there. Benita visited regularly, helping cook. She and Evelyn shared stories, laughed. They sat garden talking peacefully. Adam joined, carrying fruit juice. House felt like true family. Staff noticed increased liveliness. Laughter, food aromas, mixed music. One evening, Benita massaged Evelyn's shoulders. They watched a movie together happily. "Ah, my son," Evelyn smiled. "This girl is truly golden." Delay, and someone steals her. Benita laughed shyly, hiding face. Adam chuckled, sitting nearby. Weeks later, special plan executed. He rented Eden Royale privately, decorated with lilies, candles, lights. Benita expected simple dinner. She saw a beautiful table set up. Soft music played romantically. Adam stood waiting in suit. "You hid this surprise dinner." "It's more than dinner," he said. He dropped to one knee. "Benita Okafor," voice trembling. "You brought unexpected peace. You taught love beyond money."